This is so good. I hope this is a 5-star read. I really do. I mean, I know I said I was gonna read The New Couple in 5B, but yo, I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy. The challenge is not just to make you sit and read, but like you start reading and you're like, oh, I want to keep reading, right? Right. Hello, friends, and welcome back to another video. It is, if you can hear that outside, raining very hard, and I'm not in a reading slump. I just don't know what to read because I have finished, if you can see, this is my book stack for the month of May. Not pictured are a couple of ebooks, so you know we've done pretty well for ourselves this month. But now I'm just kind of wondering what's next. Like, I don't know what my mood is really searching for. And I'm in the middle of a book or two. I don't know if I'm going to finish them. Like, it's a crazy time in the moody reader's brain right now. So I figure I just kind of need to read. Not so much like what I need to read, but I know I need to read just to like keep the train going. So this week we are going to do a reading for 2 hours every single day vlog because I don't know, I feel like it's doable. I feel like I kind of do read 2 hours every day. I mean, if I don't, this will tell me. This will indeed, you know, slap some sense into me going, girl, you do not read that much. Or it'll be like, yeah, you do read that much. So it can either be invigorating or humbling. So here are the list of books we have to choose from. So first off, I'm currently reading/listening to Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera. And this is a book about a woman who is named Lucy, and she has been living in California, you know, kind of running away from her life because years ago, like 5 years ago, she was with her best friend when she got murdered. And the thing is, Lucy has no idea, no memory of what happened that night. And so there's this podcast that's trying to dive deeper into it, and they're trying to kind of like get her input as well and figure out what happened to her friend Savannah all those years ago. So I'm listening to this one. I think I'm legitimately 50% of the way in, so you know, I should continue this one. And also, it's a good spooky time. Not spooky, but it's a good, like, atmospheric time for right now since it's raining so heavily. But, I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I just don't know if I want to keep reading it. Also, the audiobook, which I also have from the library, like, this is from Libby, and the audio is from Libby. The audio is pretty good. It's really good. Okay, and then if I'm not feeling like a thrillery mood, I have Funny Story by Miss Emily Henry. I just kind of need to get to this one because since everybody and their mother has read it so far, and I still have not. I have yet to do that. And the thing is, I don't really know what this one's about because I'm a bad booktuber. I think it's about fake dating. Yeah, it's about a main character, Daphne. Her boyfriend breaks up with her for someone else, and so to save face, she ends up fake dating the ex of the girl that he's now dating. So there's that. This plot just really does not appeal to me, but I love Emily Henry books. We're not going to talk about Happy Place, so I don't know. I could see myself picking this one up. Plus, like, it's so cute on the spine. Look at that. All right, the next book that we could read is The New Couple in 5B by Lisa Unger. This one just gave me like the Paris Apartment energy by Lucy Foley, which also I read The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley this past month. Loved it. I think that the guest list, which was my first Lucy Foley, was just a fluke because I've loved every other Lucy Foley. So that is neither here nor there, but this is basically like a couple inherits an apartment and some weird stuff happens. So I really want to read this one. I don't know. I like the cover. I like the premise. I like apartment stories. And then kind of out of left field, I don't know why I picked this one up, but I did. when I went to Barnes & Noble this past week. I also picked up The Shadow of What Was Lost, I believe is what it's called, by James Islington, which honestly, I kind of want to read that one. But One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. I have no idea what this is about, but one of my friends on Bookstagram read it and enjoyed it. She also read The Shadow of What Was Lost and loved it. So maybe I should just read The Shadow of What Was Lost. I don't know. But this seems like a dark, atmospheric time, and it's fantasy. I have no idea what it's about, though. A girl named Elspeth Spindle. Plus, it's YA, so you can really fly through a YA novel pretty quick. At least I can. I don't know. So yeah, those are the books that I could possibly read. I don't know. But, you know, if we have 2 hours every day to read, one of those things will stick. But the thing I don't want to happen in this video is for me to just hop from book to book and not finish a single book. Like, that's not ideal. I don't want that to happen. That is a worst case scenario. So, we are going to get started reading. I'm going to get my timer out and press start and let the reading commence. But before I continue on in this video, please give this video a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos from me. And yeah, let's hop right into it. Oh yeah, also, my name is Ashley Hannah. It's a double name, I know. I'm Southern. What can I say? Fortunately, I have completed day 1 of the challenge to read 2 hours a day. Unfortunately, I'm at 89% of the way into Listen for the Lie, and we've gotten to the part where it's about to get good and nitty-gritty. Like, we've gotten to where we're gonna get answers. Like, what happened to this girl? Why was she all bloody when she came back from a wedding? And like, why does she not remember anything? So I think I'm going to continue reading it. I'm going to go past my 2-hour mark for reading, which is fine because I feel like that's the aim of the game, right? The challenge is not just to make you sit and read, but like you start reading and you're like, oh, I want to keep reading, right? Right. So I'm definitely going to finish this book today, and then we'll see what I pick up tomorrow. I finished Listen for the Lie, and it was so good, you guys. I don't know why I wasn't feeling into it when I was listening to the audio, because one, the audio is superb, fantabulous, and two, the story itself is just good. I didn't even listen to the audio while I was finishing it. Like the last 50%, I finished with my eyes because it was that good. And I guess maybe that's why I kept going faster with my eyes, because I read faster with my eyes. I don't listen very fast because I have to keep turning it back to actually see what was happening, because I get distracted. But I loved the tone of the story. Like, the main character, Lucy, is just so freaking funny. And she's not trying to be. She's just a sarcastic person. And it's not like it's said that she's sarcastic, but like it's shown that she is sarcastic. And her brand of sarcasm is so funny. And also, my favorite characters were Lucy, the main character, and her grandma.
Grandma was an icon, as the kids say. She was great. So, yeah, just like the whole mystery was great, but also just being in the small town in Texas and like going back to the place because she's in town for her grandmother's birthday. So just like meeting all her family and them, like everyone thinks she's killed her ex-best friend, or ex-best friend. No, I mean just because she's dead. Everyone thinks she's killed Savannah. Like no one is like, oh yeah, she didn't do it, because like all the clues are there for her to have done it. But yeah, I can't say a lot without spoiling it. Plus, this video isn't about the books themselves. All I have to say is 4 stars, a really good time. A really good time. But I said I was going to start reading something else right now, but I don't think I will, because I would like to play the piano. So I'm going to play the piano, and because I read my 2 hours, I'm allowed to play the piano. So we'll see if I record any of it. I'll probably won't, because I like to screech, so. Paint my nails cherry red, match the roses that you left. No, read all the books, but they can't find the answers. And all of our parents, they're getting older. Wonder if they wish for anything better, while in their memories, tiny tragedies. Thinking about me every night, oh, isn't that sweet? I guess so. Say you can't sleep, baby, I know this, that me espresso. Move it up, down, left, right, oh, love of mine. Still I got nothing to show for it. I started my timer and I've gotten like half an hour into it. And while I had that timer going, I was getting into the first little bit of Funny Story by Emily Henry. This is one of my anticipated reads of this year. And it's like I was feeling hesitant because I wasn't sure I was going to vibe with the characters, but I'm vibing with the characters. This is so good. I hope this is a 5-star read. I really do. Because Emily Henry let me down with Happy Place last year, so she cannot do it again, or else she will be fired from a cannon. And this is great because it's like someone on Bookstagram had said that, what's his face? Miles? Is his name Miles? His name is Miles. Miles was giving big Nick Miller energy, and I am a fan of New Girl. And I think that Nick Miller is hilarious. He's not my favorite character. Schmidt is my favorite character. This character is very much so reminiscent of Nick Miller, even in like the little that I've seen of him so far. And honestly, the best part has been recently. The best part. Did I wipe in my moisturizer well? I don't think I did. Oops. The best part has been when Daphne and Miles have to share an apartment because they have both been broken up with by their respective partners. And she goes, you don't strike me as a wine guy. And he goes, why? And she's like, no, he goes, are you kidding? And she's like, why are you asking if I'm joking? He's like, I work at a winery. And she's like, oh, I didn't know. And he was like, where do you think I go every day? What do you think I do? And she says, I thought you were a delivery guy. And I don't know why, but that kind of just hit. It was funny. It was funny. I actually did giggle, and I don't giggle at dialogue a lot. So this is going well, and I just am enjoying it. So I'm going to keep enjoying it. I do have to go get my car serviced, so I will be reading at the car servicing place. There's a word for that. The dealership. There we go.
gosh, I can't believe I went outside looking a mess, all sleepy-eyed and bedraggled. And the sleepiness was not cured by reading, because reading, it makes you so sleepy if you're already predisposed to need to sleep. It just makes the sleepiness, it just compounds it, I guess. I went to the dealership, got my car serviced, and paid an arm and a leg for it, but we're not going to talk about it. My guy at the dealership hooked me up, so it's good. And it's also good because while I was there, I got in my 2 hours of reading, because I was there for a fat 2 hours. And yeah, so I got how many pages into Funny Story? Let's see. I just started it today and I'm already 155 pages in. So yeah, that's a good chunk of reading done. I really like this story. I don't know. It's just like a classic revenge plot. Like, our partners got together and now we hate them, so we're going to fake our relationship. It's just fun. And I do have to agree with my Instagram friend. Miles is very much so like Nick Miller, but also these characters, Daphne and Miles, are basically just Kath and Levi from Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. And if you don't agree with me, you're wrong. You're just wrong. So that's also why I like this story. They just seem like the grown-up versions of Kath and Levi. One thing I don't love, though, is like, and I'm not a hater or a shamer of this, I just don't personally find weed to be an attractive quality in a man. So anytime they talk about how Levi lights up a joint, I'm like, I could do without that. Personally, just because I don't like the smell, / I've never done the marijuana ever in my life, and I don't plan to, so that's not like the most attractive quality in Miles. But other than that, he's just a sweetheart and a cinnamon roll. So yeah, we have them going on like little Sunday trips to like go through the town of wherever they live. I don't even know where they live. Where do they live? Waning Bay. I should have known that. Waning Bay, Michigan. So Daphne is gung-ho on leaving the town like immediately after her I hate when women say, oh my gosh, your little gaming tournament, oh my gosh, your little work thing. Like, stop. But she's gung-ho on leaving the town after her library's readathon situation, and Miles is Miles is trying to convince her not to leave, so he's taking her on like little tours, and it's super cute. And we've already had like an instance of their like, fake relationship start to be like, will they, won't they? And yeah, it's really fun, it's really cute, and I am glad that I picked it up because it's just really light and easy, even though I feel like today's gloom is kind of wanting me to read mystery, like mayhem, bleh. I feel like April from Parks and Rec in that one clip. You know the clip I'm talking about.
That's gross. I love it.
Okay, so I just went to the grocery store for my mom to pick up some groceries for her, and oh my gosh, I need to go. There's frozen salmon in my car and it's a hot day. Okay, bye. Hello. I'm about to start my timer for day 3 of this experiment challenge. I forgot everything I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I'm sleepy and I go to work today, and then I'm trying to be social. So I'm going out dancing tonight. So hopefully I'll be able to read. I'm gonna start reading right now. It's currently 6:53 and I don't have to leave the house until like 8:45-ish. So the plan, Stan, is to do a little bit of reading right now and then go to work, do that whole shindig, and then come back, read some more, and then go out tonight, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So here is me starting my little timer. 2 hours. It's go time, baby. Okay. Let's continue reading funny story.
Hello, I'm back from working my little tail off. And I am indeed still going to go out tonight. It's gonna happen. But I also need to read. In fact, my timer says I still have 1 hour and 4 minutes and 29 seconds left to complete the day. But I also want to exercise. Like, I need to walk because I feel like if I don't, I will turn into a couch potato. And I'll rot like a potato, and I'll grow spores, and they'll sprout, and I'll just start molding. So the only other option I have is to read while I walk on the treadmill. It's not ideal, but it can happen. It can work. So I think I'm just gonna get into some more exercise ready clothing. Although I can't really exercise too hard because since I straightened my hair, y'all. Wait, where'd my little hair tie go? Oh no. Mayday. I lost a hair tie. Ever since when I straightened my hair, there was no exercise being done, no sweating in the head. No thank you. I spent too much time doing this. So, yeah, that's the update. I'm gonna read for 1 hour, either sedentarily or on the treadmill, and we'll see where we get. Because I will be completing today. I don't know if I updated you this morning. If I didn't, then what I did today was last night. We need to talk about last night. Okay, so I went dancing, ooh la la, insert dancing emoji. Before that, I did do a little bit of listening to Funny Story on the treadmill, and I think I only had like 10 minutes left until I reached the 2-hour mark. I forgot to start the timer, so I didn't do that. So I'm going to add on 10 minutes to today, but I've already done half an hour of reading this morning, and then I just got finished with work, so I have the rest of the day. It's now 3:40 something. I have the rest of the day to finish my hour and 40 minutes. So I'm going to keep reading, keep listening. Although I was going to listen in the car, but that's not going to be happening because right now I'm at a sex scene and I don't like listening to sex scenes. I don't really even like reading the sex scenes. I'm definitely not going to listen to a sex scene. No, absolutely not. Okay. So, yeah, I think at this point, I feel like I could probably finish it today. I don't necessarily want to, though. Sorry, I might do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I might read enough so that I'm just like almost through with it, and then I might do whatever amount of time I have left listening to The Couple in 5B, because I have that audiobook and I really I started listening to it and I'm really enjoying it. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. Tomorrow is Memorial Day and I have Monday and a surprise Tuesday off. So there's gonna be lots of reading, you guys. Lots of reading. Okay, that's the update. Ooh, gosh, greasy hair. Do care. Okay, so I finished Funny Story, so I for real lied to you guys, but I still have 17 more minutes left in my timer, so I don't know what to read. I mean, I know I said I was gonna read The New Couple in 5B, but yo, I'm sleepy. But 17 minutes, I can do 17 minutes. If you want a review of Funny Story, it's good. I know I gassed this one up at the beginning because the beginning, for me, the setup was perf. The setup was beautiful. It was like an actual rom-com. That's how beautiful the setup was. It was like a rom-com, and then once we got more into their backstories and like, I think the daily life aspect of it was like kind of a snooze fest. And I don't love stories where you're just kind of exploring your new setting as the character. And that's kind of what it was. It was like learning to love your newfound home. And I'm not really interested in that. Don't know why. But it wasn't my cup of tea in that moment. But the end sold it as a 4-star. And I think that of the people who have read this novel,
I do think that, and the people who read this novel and people who have read Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, which I read this past month as well, I do think I liked Just for the Summer better. I don't know why, but I still really enjoyed Funny Story, but just of the, like, of course, like I just said, of the books, like, to compare them to, Just for the Summer slash versus Funny Story, Just for the Summer wins, but then also comparing this book to other Emily Henrys, like Beach Read and Book Lovers, those books are like, they're beautiful. I will always love those books. Those are 5-star books. And I think I was probably comparing them to those, and I don't know if they'll ever I don't know if she'll ever have anything as good as those books. Like, she struck gold with, like, the plot and the settings and the content. Like, it was just a masterpiece twice. And how many masterpieces can you make in a lifetime? I don't know. But I did really enjoy the dialogue. Emily Henry is great at writing dialogue. End of review. Ow, I just hit myself. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try and read a little bit of The New Couple in 5B. It's only 8 something and I'm already tired as hell. So I'm gonna try my hardest to stay up. But my body, when I have to go to sleep, my body shuts down. That's why I can't do readathons, you guys, or like 24-hour readathons, because I'm not capable of staying up for an entire day. My body won't let me. So we're gonna read 17 minutes worth of this. See you in the morning. I've done a terrible job of updating you today because it is like 5 o'clock and I have not read yet. I know. I haven't read yet. But you know, it's only 2 hours. That's gonna be like nothing. And as you can see, my hair is no longer straight, so I washed it, so that means I have to comb it out, which means that's gonna take at least half an hour, if not more. So that is prime listening time. So, do I have eyeliner underneath my eyes? I don't wear eyeliner, it's mascara. So that means that I can listen to The New Couple in 5B, for a good amount of time. I'm going to start my timer. I actually am going to start it. I'm going to remember to. And I did listen to it last night, and it's like 50 pages in. We've already had a sex scene. I don't know why, but the book is about this couple. I know I've said this before, but Rosie and what's-his-face. And they are living like paycheck to paycheck, honestly. They're not doing well financially, but she is a writer, an aspiring writer. She's written a book, but it hasn't paid as much as she wanted to, and she's writing a new book, and she's really just trying to expedite the book for cash, honestly. And her husband, what's-his-face, don't know his name, we'll never know it, he is an actor, an aspiring actor, and he does like off-Broadway stuff. And they basically need some money, but they have been bequeathed this apartment because his uncle has left it to them because they took care of him in his like ailing times. But his uncle's daughter is a little upset because she feels that apartment should have gone to her. And so they are now about to move into this apartment in the part of the story where I'm at right now. And other asides, Rosie wants to be pregnant. That's basically all that's happened so far, but I have not gotten 100 pages in, so we're just going to keep going. I'm going to turn on the audio and comb my hair and try to get the tangles out. And, yeah. Look like a drowned rat. Okay. See you then.
So many questions that I wanna ask.
Read my 2 hours. And honestly, I wasn't enthused about this book for the first 100 pages, but now we got something in here that I don't know if this is a spoiler, so if you don't want to know like a general topic or a general plot point that is kind of developing. So if you don't want to know about that, like, you know, close your eyes and block your ears for a couple seconds. So there is like a speculative element. That wasn't even a big spoiler, but you know, I said it. And it's really interesting me. So, yeah, we've had some developments, we've had some plot points happen, we've had something happen to somebody. I'm really good at giving descriptions, aren't I? And I'm in it. I'm in it. I'm 150, please hold, 155 pages in. And I feel as though, I don't know, I feel like I won't finish it tomorrow. I'll definitely finish it by the end of this video, because I still have 2 days left in this experiment. And I'm enjoying it. I've enjoyed every book that I've read in this experiment, this video, so I'm pleased as punch. And this 2 hours a day thing is really helping me to do the reading I need to do, but also be able to procrastinate a little bit, even though I am terrified of procrastination. You guys, I hate procrastination. It's my worst enemy. Like, I'm one of those people that if I feel like I have a deadline and I might procrastinate, I can't even sleep. I will get up and do that thing and then be like, okay, cool. That's off my brain. So I'm not a procrastinator, but this is letting me shift aside the need to read, even though it's not like a compulsive need. It's like I want to read, because reading is like my television. But so today, because it was Memorial Day and I had the day off, I just like played around with GarageBand and like sang for 5 hours. And then I also read for 2 hours. So it's a delicate balance. Basically, I have a lot of obsessions, and sometimes they take my whole day. What can I say? I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. Okay, so I'm done reading for the night. I'll probably lollygag on YouTube for the rest of the time before my bedtime. See you in the morning. Okay, it's the next morning, and we're about to start the timer for 2 hours. I don't know if I'm going to do the majority of the reading right now, but I'm definitely going to start the timer. I'm also I'm listening to the sprints that Courtney from Tangible Reads has going, so I'm going to sprint there and also have the timer going. And yeah, like I said last night, I don't know if I'm going to finish the book today. I could possibly. We'll see if it's like at the 2 hour mark, if I will be at a point that is like, oh my goodness, I have to keep going. But we'll see. What's happened this morning? Couldn't tell ya. Got up late because I am just a degenerate now. Ever since the school year ended and I like stopped teaching for a bit, so I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants. I did, however, I committed myself to doing the Bible in a Year challenge, so I'm listening to Father Schmidt, and his, like, what would you call it? I guess his sermon, I don't know. Today was really good because we're getting into Ecclesiastes, and I am a fan of Ecclesiastes. I love this, like, not nihilistic, but it's kind of like that. It's basically like, you know, don't chase vanity, and like vanity as in like things and your legacy. Like, don't chase that. Don't chase happiness, because it's all going to disappear anyway. There's nothing new under the sun. Every problem you have is going to keep coming back, or in a different way, and everyone's seen these problems, but it's how you think about them in the grand scheme, and that this is not the last stop. Anyway, it's like great for a, like, you know, Bible nerd like me. I like it. Good morning. What has happened today? It is 9:03, and I have read about an hour, and what's the time? What is that math? An hour and 35 minutes. So that's great. I'm already almost done with this, the 2 hours for today. And it's the last day. So I feel like I haven't updated it a lot because this challenge is very repetitive. And there's only so many times that you can watch me press a timer and read. But I do have to say that I finished The New Couple in 5B, and it was okay. It was good. It was good. I liked the, like, spookier aspect of the book, and I also liked the past, like, history, like maybe is it gonna repeat itself kind of a narrative. I liked all of that. I just think it like wasn't like the best book. It wasn't anything that wowed me, but the end, like when I thought that there were some loose ends that weren't going to be tied up, Lisa, my girl Lisa, she tied them up. So thank you. I hate when there's a thriller / mystery that has ends that are loose. Tie those ends up, girl. And she did. She did. And I feel like this is good, and you might like it if you liked Lock Every Door by Riley Sager, or what's that Simone St. James novel? Not the newest one. The Sundown Motel. I feel like those are kind of comparable. Don't know why, but I feel like they are. Oh, but if you read this book, know that the if you like listen to it, the audiobook, the narration of Rosie's sister is terrifying. Like, I'm a Southerner, so I understand Southern accents, and that Southern accent, I don't know what it is, maybe it's the pitch of her voice. It truly was like nails on a chalkboard to me. So, as your resident Southern girl, it doesn't sound like I'm Southern though. I've heard people, whenever I say where I'm from, they're like, really? I'm like, I don't know. So, yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna read for the next 25 minutes. I don't know. I feel like I could possibly read, like, a couple pages of The Shadow of What Was Lost. Please hold. Yes, so I'm either going to read like a chapter of One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. Don't know why. I'm feeling like fantasy, that's why. Or I'll read a little snippet of The Shadow of What Was Lost, because I really just feel like I need to read this, by James Islington. And apparently it's like a school aspect. I have no clue, no earthly idea what either one of these books is about, but we're gonna figure it out, right? Right. And just like that, we have come to the end of our video. I have successfully completed the challenge, which honestly didn't feel like a challenge, which is like a good sign of me kind of knowing my reading capabilities and knowing that I like to read and that I want to do it for hours on end. But yeah, it wasn't a challenge. I completed it pretty much every day, and if I didn't, I did tack on that extra like 17 minutes onto that other day. And the results of the challenge are that I read 3 books. I completed Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera, which honestly, did I tell you guys, my first book that I bought from Book Outlet was that, was it Reboot? It was a book by Amy Tintera, and it was like a dystopian with like zombies. It was kind of trashy but kind of good at the same time. But I read another Amy Tintera, and this one was excellent. 4 stars, loved it. 4.5, I don't know. My rating scale is just like it's feelings. The next book that I started and finished actually, was Funny Story by Emily Henry. A nice 4-star book. Not by any means my favorite romance of hers, but a good time. And I also started and finished The New Couple in 5B, which was pretty good. 3.5, a solid thriller. And then I also read about 25 pages of The Shadow of What Was Lost. And I still have no idea what's happening in that book, but it's good. It's good. I think I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm just like a little daunted because it's so chunky. Okay, so those are the books that I read. That was the experiment. If you stayed along, if you got this far into the video, comment down below the alarm clock emoji. Thank you for watching. Give this video a like, thumb it up, and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I'm pretty sure I can commit to doing one video a week, maybe. Sure. Yeah, thanks for watching, you guys. It's been really fun to film these videos, and I hope you're enjoying them. I also hope that you're having a good week, a good day, a good summer. I hope you have a good summer. And I think I'm just stalling because I don't want to end the video, but I'm going to end the video because I got to get to importing and editing. So, thank you for watching. Bye.